We are, red is on. Where microphone is on.
So we have all our electronics on, operating properly.
That I can't promise you because,
The computer's already starting.
Yeah, computer's already starting. So we're going to just make this a quick show. Today we just wanted to get on and be consistent with you guys and be available to answer any of your questions.
Yes.
As we are already into September.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
It is.
I mean, this is the 9th month of the year already. And I feel like we just had like Christmas and New Year's.
It's time to get the Christmas stuff out again.
Don't say that yet. Because it's like, OMG, it really is. And it's crazy. It's good. But it's like, you have to stop and just take a breath and realize this. And it's like, wow, time really does fly.
Yep. We're going into fall.
Yes, my favorite time of year.
So.
Oh my gosh, super excited. We had that cool burst of weather, what was it, a week ago or something? Where it was like 60s in the morning and it was like 80 in the day, 85. And oh my gosh, it was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. I like it. I like that it's cooling down too.
It needs to. I mean, we need a break from all this heat.
Yeah.
I feel particularly parched.
Yes.
My body feels particularly parched.
Yes.
Hence why I'm drinking like 3 or 4 of these a day.
Yes. We've got coconut water going on over here. So where are we at with the moon?
Today it's actually 4th quarter. We're getting ready to prepare for new moon manifestations in a week. Next Sunday marks the new moon. So this is a good time for that final reflection on what worked, what you want to tweak, so that when you go into your new moon manifestations, you have that clear, crisp, okay, this is how we're going to make this game plan work type of approach, game plan going on, and really get that going. And just really look at it. Look at what you can tweak. Forgive yourself for if something didn't really go right, or if you had a splurge moment, or something didn't work out to the way you want, and just recognize, okay, I had that moment, but what do I really want? Do I want A or do I want B? And if you really want A,
right,
then you have to fight for it and you have to go for it. And it makes it that much sweeter when you actually obtain A. Forgive yourself if you accidentally have B or have that moment, because we're all human. I mean, we are spiritual beings, but we're in a human body, so technically we do have those moments. And just keep on going. You just strive better for the next day. Yeah.
Keep moving through it, and really look over those lists. And if you hear me kind of make funny noises every once in a while, I threw my back out somehow, so it's just the spasm going through. So I apologize, because that's what that was just a moment ago. So reiterate, go through your list, see what you've created, see what you haven't created, and really pick one thing for now to focus in on, because if you have too many things going on at one time, things are going to get mixed up and crossed.
Yes.
And things are going to get delayed. So pick what's most important to you.
Yes.
And work on just one thing. So, as you're going down your list of this creation that you're making, and mind you, the list is not just I want a new job. The list is the qualities of the job that you would like. Mm-hmm. So, as you're going on interviews or as you're getting things into your inbox, see where on your list you manifested this thing. And if it's not something that you necessarily wanted, then go back and add it into. Remember, salary is important in that case. Color may be important in a new car. Size may be important in a new house, depending on what these things are that you're trying to manifest in your life. So it's important to be very detailed. When the idea that was given to me when I was talking to somebody else about this was that, the waitress comes over to take your order and she asks you, well, what kind of dressing would you like on your salad? How would you like your meat cooked? Would you like fries or would you like mashed potatoes? Do you want this vegetable or that vegetable? And think of it as placing an order with the universe. Mm-hmm. Okay. So be detailed. If it doesn't matter, just say, okay, well, bring me whatever you got. Then you're going to come, you're going to get a plate of,
yeah, somebody brings me liver and onions and it's going to be done, not happen. So yes, you want to make sure that you are specific. It's okay to be specific.
Yeah.
And just realize that if, like with us with our house, we wanted to keep our house as much as we could, but it wasn't that house that we were meant to have. We now have this house that, yes, it does. It is a little further out. It is a little bit of a drive, but honestly, I have not heard fire engines, ambulance, craziness on the road, except for maybe 2 to 3 times. We've been there since May. Such a breather, you know what I mean? It's so quiet. The other day, I was just out back, just sitting with my animals, all of them, even the cat. And a hummingbird came up, and I heard it chirp for the first time. It was so magical to hear this little. I'm like, what is? And it's a hummingbird that's staring right here. Not much farther than where my hand is, and the cat's at my feet, and I'm like, hi. You know, so it's those little things that, yes, we weren't specific, but the universe had a better plan for us, and it's okay. You know, sometimes you may think of everything that's falling out of place, and it's really not. I mean, it's falling into place, and yes, you may have some hurdles or some work to do, but that's okay. It's something that will bring you joy, and if you think about it and you look back on it, it's going to be like one of those wow moments.
Exactly.
And you know, just achievable moments, and you're going to be so proud of yourself and happy, and it's what brings you joy. If you smile and it wakes you up and it lights up your body and your passion, then that's what you should be doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, because honestly, there's no point in going on if you don't have joy in your life. You need to make sure you have joy. Right. You know,
you have to be happy, because
it goes back to those little things that they would have on thing where people are like this all day long, and it's like, go there, you get in the car, you go home, fix dinner, go to, you know, read a book in the bed, go to sleep, wake up, do it all again. And it's like literally just that routine. And it's like,
what's the point? You
want to make sure that whatever you're manifesting or whatever you're creating, it sparks your life and your energy, and you're like, wow, and things like that. You know, it really is magical, and you take times to listen. Like my guides told you to tell me that I need to be silent and listen when I'm outside instead of worrying about things. And then hummingbird comes up not a couple days later and wants to chirp at me, and I'm like, so excited. You know, I had dragonflies land on our curtains outside at our door while we're trying to go in, and we're like, hello, are you want inside? You know, because they're sitting right there, and it's magical. It's so magical. Nature gets me a little. Yep. Of course, you know what I mean? Of course, we got to pay attention to nature. As we're stepping into fall, as we mentioned last time, we really want to look at what outside's doing so that we can work on the inside. Yes, a lot of our body reflects the seasons, if you think about it. Yes. So in that respect, when things are changing outside, leaves changing, leaves falling, you really want to shed what no longer is going to help you get through the next phase of your life or season of your life, in a sense. And the way that we identify these things, and this is going to be a hard bullet for some of you to swallow, but it's going to be so completely worth it. I want you to think of right now what makes you angry. What just one little mention of it, whether it be a name of a person, a situation, whatever. What is it that makes you angry? And write it down. And with that, I'm going to ask you a question. What does getting angry over this situation do for you? The answer is always going to be nothing. If anything, it's going to hold you back. Is there the only thing that's happening when you get angry is your blood pressure is going up, your nerves are being are shot, you're the one going into the frenzy, and it's not the anxiety, the stress, the headache. It's not worth it at all. So it's time to shed those kinds of things in our lives. And it does take work, because sometimes people like to hold on to things. See, I don't hold on to anything. I don't care. You know, you live your life the way that you want to. We had a falling out or whatever. Good luck. Bye. Right. You know, it doesn't affect me, and I don't hang on to things. I have my own neuroses that happen. Like,
if I lose something, I have to find it.
Right.
Kind of situations.
That's a Virgo thing.
That's a Virgo thing. But you know, when it comes to all of these things that no longer serve us, I mean, even looking around your room. And I did this with my son one time, and he was hanging on to just little things because of who gave it to him. And I was like, so we don't hang on to these little things just because so-and-so gave it to you. Are you using it? Do you play with it anymore? Now he's 16, but do you play with it anymore? Do you color in this anymore? No, but so-and-so gave it to me. That doesn't mean anything. So books, everybody. I know everybody out there has a ton of books. Go through your books.
Yeah.
Okay. If they're nice enough, you know, or you think somebody else in your life would want it, give it to them. If not, donation. I'm going to come back around to donation in just a minute. But, you know, go through all of these things. Now, there's a closet back here, which you guys can see the door open to. I've actually been cleaning out things and throwing away things. There's a big old garbage bag behind me. And all it is papers and stuff and, you know, boxes and things. And I've been going through things and just saying, you know what? I don't need to hang on to this. It's been sitting in the closet for 5 years now, 6 years now, 7 years now. I have a keyboard in there. I need to donate it. I haven't played keyboard since high school. Needs to go. It's taking up space. It's not doing anybody or anything any good to sit in there.
Right. You got to think about it in the sense, we all want something new, or we go and we look at something, we're like, oh my goodness, this would be so great here, or blah, blah, blah. We really like this. And then you get it home, you buy it, you're so excited. You get it home and you're like, where am I going to put it?
Yeah.
Well, in this way, if you get rid of the old that no longer serves you, which even if it's in great shape, then you regift it to someone that you know would appreciate it. And it's not bad to regift something as long as it's in good, good shape, and you know that they're going to get some sort of value in it. You know, really think about what you're regifting and to whom, to make sure that it finds its purpose for them.
Right. I mean, and I keep going back to this just because, not in a bad way. It's of course in a great way. When you couldn't decide what you wanted to get me for my birthday, I think last year, you regifted a stone that I fell in love with that you had purchased originally for yourself.
I can't remember, to be honest.
And I was like, but it wasn't. See, we have this idea that we have to go out and buy brand new.
Correct.
Where, no, we don't. If there's something that I love and I appreciate, you know, that I'm not using anymore, I will regift, you know, and say, hey, you know, I was thinking of you. I want to give you this.
Right.
And to me, that's more meaningful because it's something that you wanted for yourself. So it's like giving a piece of yourself.
Right. And it's something that you held and you had value of for the longest time, and now you want to share that value and to give that value to someone else, which is a beautiful thing if you think about it. It's, you know, like we always like, well, what am I going to get something? You're like, oh, I'm just going to get a gift card, or I'm just going to give them cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, everybody could do gift card or cash or whatever and whatnot.
Right.
Gift cards are actually kind of nice because then they can have the experience of going to use it wherever it may be. And then they can remember that experience and associate it with you some. But the really meaningful, like I have my sister, she will get me some beautiful gifts and things like that. But the things that really touch me, like to my core, are the cards she gets me or how she packages it. Her and her fiance, the cards are like literally to where I want to cry. And it's just the simple words because I can feel
the
intention and her emotions when she writes it. And it's so beautiful to me to feel that, to where that means more to me than anything she could ever, except a hug. I love a hug. But, you know, so it's those things that you really need to think about, those sorts of things. You want to give something a gift of value, then you can always get rid of that, which no longer is for you. Like you've done this before where a book no longer serves you, or you're holding on to something for someone. And then you find that you finally meet that person that it belongs to.
Yes.
And you give it to that person. So it could be that you were just holding on to it.
That was 9 years later.
Yeah. So you never know,
Right.
but it could be that it needs to go on to its next chapter, and it may not be with you.
Yeah.
And then you can always make room now for the new things in your life that you
Yes.
are needing and need insight from, if that makes sense.
Right. And so let's start moving those things out. Remember, if it no longer serves you, and I'm sorry, my pinging, I have pinging going on in the background. If it serves you, let it go. It's just like the leaves falling off of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the tree no longer needs those leaves to collect the sunlight, because why? We're having less sun.
Mm-hmm.
So the leaves fall off and it goes into the hibernation state.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not that internal reflection. It's going on and thinking and growing, and you know, we really have to mimic what's going on outside internally, you know, with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So start to clear that out. Speaking of donation, I am crocheting again. It happened the other day when I asked a friend what he wanted for his birthday, for Christmas, and he said he wanted a scarf, and of course, yep. So I am going to be doing another scarf drive. And actually, I want to get some more money together from donations out there, everybody. I want to buy socks, and I want to buy underwear, and I want to buy pillowcases and all of these things, and we're going to go take them directly down to the Salvation Army downtown to take care of our people down there. And so we're going to ask for any donations. If you would like to donate, just message me and I'll be happy to get that, give you the information so that we can do that and we can get that together. If you are a knitter or a crocheter, start making scarves. If you want to drop them off to my house or send them out to me, I'll be happy to do that. Pillowcases, go through your, you know, and even if you're not local and you're not in the area, go through your home, look for pillowcases and twin bed sheets and blankets and things that are clean, you know, of course, that don't have holes in them, but, you know, are in good shape, and donate them to your local Salvation Army. And I'm sure that, you know, if you walk into the service center, not to the shop, but the shelter area, and you ask, what is it that you guys need? They'll be happy to tell you. And
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've gone to the dollar store and gotten 20 sticks of deodorant and, you know, 20 things of toothpaste and whatever. So those things are very, very, very important. And let's just, you know, get that out to them, because in some places winter is going to be very, 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 very cold. We're not going to have a nice winter, I hear. My guides are telling me, and we already have a storm that's coming off of the coast of Africa headed our way. So who knows? Who knows what's going on? So please,
I haven't heard about that.
So please, you know, contact your local shelters, ask them what it is that you need. If you want to donate directly to them, if you want to bring them stuff, Costco or Sam's Club is a great place where you can buy in bulk, you know, or hell, go through your drawers at home, you know, get your socks together that you if you have an abundance of socks, you know, and just take them down there and donate them, because somebody will be able to use them. Remember that there are babies in shelters too. Ask about diapers and ask about those kinds of things. It's very, very, very important. If you're part of a temple, one of the best things that you can bring down is a sack of rice. So just remember all of that as we're going through we're going through the seasons and changing into that, especially in wintertime. It's very, very, very important. We are on Etsy now, as well as Crate Joy. So we're up in two different specific websites here. We're getting out on the web a little bit more. I put them in the description over there. If you want to go ahead and click on anything over there, you're more than welcome to. My website's up there. My Etsy page is up there. Maiden Minx Facebook page is up there, and her Etsy page. We've also got, I have to change that. It says Goddess Box subscription, and I missed that one. But they're called Goddess Empowerment Kits now. Yes. But we have those on subscription monthly, as well as a la carte if you'd like. We are going into September, and Bast is our next goddess. There she is. She is the goddess of protection. As always, she has her message, affirmation, and mantra on the back of the card. She comes with white sage.
Love it.
Incense. And I do love that one. Black cat protection candle.
I just like the whole black thing, but black is my signature color, so that makes sense.
Inner goddess bath salts. They're starting to stick. Black obsidian. No. Yes. Onyx or obsidian?
I can't remember. I know one was black obsidian and one was black onyx.
Onyx is, these were onyx, right?
No, that's obsidian. Love.
Okay.
So
This
it's
is
a black obsidian
obsidian
stone and a black
onyx bracelet. Sorry. I have them all screwed up. And of course there's oil, but the oil has not been made yet.
Nope. That will be made in a couple days. And then that will be in. They may have some dragon's blood in it. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Okay.
It's another custom creation.
Yes.
It's something that literally it'll come to me in the middle of the late evening, and I'm looking at different combinations and going through my herbal books and oil books and playing.
Mm-hmm. And just remember, all subscriptions get a free gift every month with each of their goddesses.
And Bast is actually going to get a sample of our sacral chakra.
Yeah.
No, solar plexus.
Solar plexus. Sorry.
Solar plex. So you'll be getting a free sample of the solar plexus chakra.
Yes. And that oil, and that is one of the oils that is in the chakra kits. So we are working on all kinds of new stuff also that is coming out. As we're moving along. I do have an angel kit that I'm still working on with the 7 archangels. So that will be out soon. And we've just got a number of things that are in the works. At the end of October 27th, Saturday, October
from 10 to 5.
From 10 to 5, we'll be in Jacksonville.
At the Onslow County Park, I do believe.
Yes.
For Pagan Pride, Southeastern Pagan Pride Festival. I'm super excited for that. Super excited. And they're having a whole, you can decorate your tent for festivities. You can pass out candy. So you can come by. We'll have a whole, trick or treat and get your pagan products the way you would like. I mean, we have a double booth. It's truly amazing. I can't wait. I'm super yeah. So we'll have the magic is happening. The magic is happening. Actually, as you can see in the background, that's not just piled up stuff. That's wooden boxes that I have. Products. There's stones. There's incense. And here's the big thing. We're going to have the goddess boxes up there, and we're going to have 1, 2, 3 months ahead. Yep, we are going to have a couple select. A select number, I guess is what we're going to have. Dana. We're going to have Arikura. Oh, that name. That one I need to get. Rhiannon. Yep, Rhiannon. So we're gonna have at least, I think, 4 months ahead. We're only going to bring a couple each. Yep. So you get a little taste test, I guess you can say, a little preview. Yeah, and of course it's first come first serve. So if you buy it, you buy it. Yep. You got it. That's the way it is. And also, I'll be doing readings up there, discounted readings. The goddess boxes will be on a special. Very nice. I'm not going to tell you what that is yet, but they're going to be discounted. So we have all of that going on. And then at the end of November, is it end of November, mid-November? November 10th. Okay. So second weekend of November, we will be at the Holistic and Psychic Fair. Yeah, here in Wilmington, where we'll have all of the rest of the, all of our products. So we want everybody to come out, even if you just want to come out and say hi. Sorry, I would love to meet everybody and talk to people.
Yeah.
You know, come share some good energy.
And
That
if you
would be
want to take a
awesome.
look at things, I will have the angel kits unless they get sold. I will have the chakra boxes out, the chakra kits out unless they get sold. We'll have everything out, and including goddess boxes or goddess empowerment kits. Sorry, it's a very bad habit. For many months we've called them one thing, and so
it's okay.
So we will have the goddesses out with us. And is there anything else that you want to add to?
I'm going to pull a card.
Oh, yes. Let's pull cards.
My trick of the trade.
Hi, Miss Gina. Yes, you do. I'll show you.
Yes, she actually makes a very thorough booklet.
Would you do me a favor, please?
No.
Only because I can't move.
I know.
In that box, right, or in that clear tub right there, can you just grab me an Aphrodite?
If Aphrodite wants to come out to play, which she's playing hard to get.
She is. Okay, so with each of the Goddess Empowerment kits, you get a booklet. And the booklet is what, 6 pages long?
Yes.
Front and back?
Yes.
In here, it has, of course, the front page that tells you what the goddess is.
Mm-hmm.
It has her story in it. Some of them don't have much of a story, only because there isn't much of a story.
Right. And I feel like we have a lot of goddesses that transcend many different religions, so you'll get a lot with the similar meanings for different goddesses and stuff.
Like white Tara, green Tara, black Tara.
Right.
There's all the Taras. They're all one Tara, but they're different.
There's Artemis and Diana. They're kind of the same thing, but one's Roman, one's Greek.
Right.
So you have like those little interplays, but yes.
Yeah. There's a page on how to use your Goddess Empowerment Kit, and then right next to it is everything that's in the kit. Then we have on the next page some more information, and then it tells you about the inner goddess salt bath. And this page is going to be changing a little bit, but just so that you get an idea. And right there in the highlighted gray area is the oil and what's in the oil.
Yes.
Okay. And then, of course, there's some more stuff. As you go through it, talks about all of our other goddesses back here, and then, of course, invite you to our show. So the answer to your question is yes. You get the instructions, you get the story, the backstory on how to use on her, where she came from.
And when you learn about them, you kind of understand why they are the way they are, what their energy.
Yes.
How their energy came to be, and how you can, it's not mimic, but it's how you have those same types of energy in yourself as well, and how you can utilize them to your best advantage.
Right. So yes, I've redesigned the whole booklet, guys. There's a lot more information in there. Lots more information in there. All right, let's take a look at what the week has for us.
Grove. Which Grove is this cute little, it looks like it's a cat. It's a tabby cat. And it's on a bench, and it's nice.
And I know it's blurry. I'm sorry, and I'd stand up, but
it kind of reminds me of actually my whole story of just being silent and being out there and being content. You have everything you need right now in this moment. So be content with that knowledge, and then always strive for more. You want to strive for more, but you don't want to worry about it. You don't want it to cause you stress. You don't want it to cause you anxiety, because then it's a totally debunked effort.
Gina, she's asking, how do I know which one I need? If you sit down and think about in your life, what do you need right now? And I'm not talking about a physical thing. If you feel like you need protection, if you feel like you need to learn how to love yourself, if you need nurturing, if you need to learn how patience, if you need if you're trying to think of a way to solve something, if you're trying to figure out what you need to do to get to the next step, like trying to open up a new avenue or something of that nature, that is the goddess that you need to work with. And it is about focusing your attention. So for example, Bast, she is about protection, and you can look at protection in many different ways. If you need protection right now because you feel that you have psychic vampires or somebody's or whatever, so, there's a
You're
way that
getting
you can
those
look
bad
at it.
weeby-jeeby vibes.
Yes. Or you can look at it how you can learn how to protect yourself.
Right.
So there's different angles. To be decisive. Which one do we have right now that would help with this being decisive?
Yemenia rings.
Yeah, that's what I was
She's
thinking
a
too.
problem solver. So she's going to make...
Yes. Yemenia is about asking for assistance and surrendering. And sometimes you need to surrender to the flow to...
Right.
But that's
Where's
not-
our list of goddesses? Is the list of goddesses on that? Because I'm trying to remember them all off the top of my head.
It's back there, behind the food line bag. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not used to being helpless. Did you find her? Find them? No, that's not it. Yeah, let's use this. No, it should be there. Is it not there? Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties at the moment. Well, let's look at them. We can look at them. All right. So we have Bast, who is about protection. We've got Maeve, that's nurturing. We've got Sulis. We've got Sulis Sulis is nurturing. We've got Maeve, who is what is Maeve? I don't remember.
She's ambition.
Ambition. We've got Coventina is about abundance. Kuan Yin is about compassion and unconditional love. Ishel is about healing. There you go. You got it. That's it. It's the second page. She may not be out yet.
I would almost go for either a Saraswati, Yemenia, or Athena, maybe.
Yeah.
Because Athena...
So Saraswati is about knowledge and wisdom. Yemenia is surrendering and asking for assistance and learning how to ask for assistance when you need assistance. So, because a lot of times as adults we don't ask for help, and I'm in that crowd. Athena is about courage and justice.
And she's also the Greek goddess of wisdom.
Yes.
So
yes.
She has some wisdom traits to her.
Yes. So I would advise looking at those three. And just to go down, you can read down the list if you want to. And I'll pull a card for the week.
I'm looking at the crystals
15.
And do you have any fears with what you decide and what your choices are? Is a good question. Red jasper comes with Athena, and that's going to work with your root chakra. It's going to help dissipate any fears you have about taking that next step or making that decision.
Yes.
So that would be a good one. Blue calcite is the stone of just overall knowledge, and that comes with Saraswati.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember sodalite. I was just reading sodalite the other day. Sodalite comes with Yemenia. And I want to say that's more of it helps relieve some anxiety while giving you clarification.
Yeah.
So it's one that they do use.
Well, okay, so what are you indecisive about? Maybe that's what we need. That's where we need to go to find out what it is that she needs.
But yeah.
Or is it just about making decisions?
I mean, for me, when it comes to making decisions, I always have a fear base behind my decisions. So red jasper is really pinging to me to be like, okay, that's a stone that I like to carry with me at all times. Now I carry it a different way.
Right. Would you grab Yemenia over there? I'm sorry to make you get up again.
Yemenia or Athena?
Oh, grab them both. Yemenia is in a brownish, darker colored bag, and Athena's in a blue. She's in one of the blues. I want to say she's in darker blue. Yeah. Okay, so we've got. I'm going to read you the message for Yemenia. This is Yemenia. Her message is: come with me. Come to me with your cares, your sorrows, when you are happy and when you're afraid. Come to me when you need renewal and recharge. Just surrender to me, Mother Ocean, and let me wash away your stress. Let me nurture you and birth you anew when you let go and give over all to me. Her affirmation is: things always work out for me when I relax and let go. And the mantra is: everything is as it should be, and this obstacle is simply part of my path. So we've got that for Yemenia. And then with Athena, that's Athena. I'm happy to help you. However, you can consult your own inner bank of wisdom. I promise you that this situation is already determined and that you have access to all the knowledge that the universe supplies. To access this wisdom, you must meditate daily, release all worries and other issues to the loving, almighty, powerful universe. Close your eyes and take a deep breath and note the thoughts and feelings you have entering into your consciousness. Have faith. I assure you that you have the information and guidance that you and your loved ones need for very good news indeed. Affirmation is: my fears are dissolving. I am ready for whatever today brings. And the mantra is: I'm strong, courageous, and free from all fear and doubt. So depending on what your specific situation is, where you're having the trouble with deciding or being decisive with things, that's what I would probably venture into. And remember, we have goddesses that are coming up for the entire next year, and I can send you a link to a little video that I made that I'm going to do a little bit better. It was on the fly. I did it really, really fast. So you can see all of the goddesses that we have coming up. The reason why we don't have, okay, here's 48 goddesses that we have, is because the oils are created individually. And so what we're doing is, per the subscription, we create the goddess each month.
Yes.
And they're handpicked. She says, oh, well, I'm getting ready to change location from a great stable job to moving into retirement home early, 63, and getting a new job. I can stay here and pay ahead on the house. So I'm not sure where you're being. If you've already decided these things, then where's the holdback coming from? Are you just don't know if you're ready for it, or
questioning if it's the right time?
In the meantime, while she's answering that, if she wants to, of course, don't have to answer right away. The card that I pulled was Message in a Bottle.
I love that.
And the message in a bottle says: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will receive them. And when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens, they may come true to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open for someone that might just say the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable.
She hasn't decided yet.
Well, this is what I want you to do, Gina. Gina, actually, she's from Florida. She's the mother of a friend of mine who moved to West Virginia. She's actually come through this way, stopped in just to see me when I was working at Mystic. I want you to sit down and this is going to be a meditation, but sit down and visualize yourself in the retirement home. Walk through it in your mind. How does it feel? Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And, you know, I know that you've had not the easiest of jobs, or careers rather, doing the things that you've done, but, you know, stepping into a new career, just stop and feel it out, because your internal wisdom is what's going to, and that's what Athena was saying. Your internal wisdom is what's going to tell you which direction to go. And if there's something that you don't like about it, is that something that you can change? Whether you can change your feeling about it, or can you change that situation? If it's not, if it's something that's set, then really think about, is it something that you could live with?
Right.
You know, so you have all of these things. And if you keep hitting a dead end and you're afraid and you don't want to do it, no one says that you have to make these choices. So think about it that way. And if you want Athena, of course, you know, just you could either go onto either website, or you could just ping me and I'll PM me, and I'll be happy to get Athena out to you, so that you could sit and work with her. And it is about taking that reflection inside, go within, see how it feels, see how it looks, because we do that every day. We do that when we have a decision that we need to make. You know, we both, and I know that you do this a lot. I do it all the time. I stop and I go, okay, what do I like about this situation? What I don't like about this situation? Can I change it? And if I can't change it, can I live with it?
Right.
You know, and how do I feel about that? And moving through things that way.
Right.
I hope that helped. I hope that that assisted you in some form or fashion. Do you have any closing notes here? Anything you want to mention?
Not really.
Okay.
I know in 2 weeks we may have to do a split screen show or a later show, because I sent in my information to be part of the Summer Harvest Festival at Poplar Grove.
Okay.
On the 15th and 16th. So once that gets approved, then I will be there that weekend and with all those beautiful people. So I won't be here with this beautiful person.
Thank you. All right, guys. She says, I bought the house of my dreams, and my spouse is there. Whenever I'm ready. Thank you so much. I will meditate more and be in touch.
Okay.
Congratulations for buying your dream house.
Yes.
All right, guys.
That's an awesome feat in and of itself.
Yes, I did. I bought my dream house too. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, evening. Happy Labor
Day. Make sure you stay safe out there and enjoy it.
Yes, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Have a great evening, guys.
Have a good one.